Hello, everybody, and welcome to this new edition of GM Web3 dedicated to MultiversX ecosystem. Today, I am alone. My friend Arno couldn't join this morning, but he will be back next Wednesday, like every Wednesday, live on Twitter, on YouTube, and on Twitch. So before we start, of course, don't forget to subscribe to give us some strength in the comment by liking, reposting the space in Twitter, by subscribing our channel on YouTube, and of course on Twitch. If you're watching us on Twitch, the replay of the show will be available in every podcast platforms a few minutes after the end of the show. And yeah, I'm very happy to be there again, like every Wednesday, to speak about MultiversX, unfiltered and uncompromising. With my guest today, we'll speak about different topics around MultiversX, but not only. And yeah, before we start, I would like to thank our partner, our first partner of GM Web3 for months now. It's Atom Protocol. So first, what is Atom? Atom is a platform that lets you stake, store your crypto safely, and grow them through simple strategies that generate passive incomes. So recently they launched the first native stablecoin on MultiversX that offers you incomparable returns. With some strategies, you can expect up to 2 or 3 digit annual returns. So if you want to know more about it, visit Atom Networks listed in the description, and yeah, start make your crypto work. And finally get your financial freedom. That's what we're here today. You can find all the links in the YouTube description and also the podcast description, of course. And yeah, Atom and the second sponsor, the second partner of GM Web3, EAPS, I'll speak about them later in the show, are offering $30. You can win during the show. For this, you just need to repost the link of the show on Twitter and to ask, and to comment in the comment section. And at the end of the day, I will draw the two winners, so $15 each in cryptos. Hello, Terminal. Hello, SN. Hello, everyone. And thank you for being that loyal in GM Web3 MultiversX. First of all, before we start, I would like to wish a very, very happy birthday to my friend UNESCO Xcards founder, co-founder with Sevi, of course. So all the best for you, my friend, and yeah, enjoy your day. Today it's yours. So let's speak about the program of today. First, we will speak about UI and UX in Web3. It's very important, and it's one of the biggest strength of MultiversX for years now, the UI and the UX. And we will speak about it with an expert of it, Julian from Onetap. We'll have a very interesting discussion about it. After, we'll speak about, we'll see, certainly we'll speak about the new hackathon dedicated to AI. It's AI Mega Wave, and we'll speak about it with one attendant of this hackathon. It's El Pulpo. You, I think, know him already because he already came to this show before. After, we'll be joined by Davey Crypto, Davey EGLD, who will come to explain what is our USH redemption and answer a few questions that you could have about the protocol and USH, of course. And with all my guests today, will speak about the price of the EGLD. Is it an issue now? The price is under $20. Is it a serious problem for the ecosystem, for the stakers, for the builders, for the investors, for the foundation, for you guys? So feel free to tell us in the comment if this price is a real problem for you, or if you're just here for the tech, the ecosystem, and the friends, and no matter what the EGLD is worth. Yeah, tell us in the comment. It will be fun to interact with you during GM Web3 this morning. So let's welcome our first guest of today, Julian. Hello, Julian. What's up?
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me.
Oh, you have a fucking great setup, better than mine. You
Try to
should host.
prepare.
Yeah, definitely. It's a pleasure to have you, Julian. I've been following you on Twitter for years now. You and your products realization. We'll speak about it later. So it's a real pleasure to have you today in the show. So thank you for accepting my invitation, and it was just a few days ago. So thank you again. And yeah, it's on February, not March.
Yeah, exactly. This becomes a meme right now.
Yes, let's launch the meme coin. I will welcome my other guest of today that will be with us the whole space, the whole show long. First, El Pulpo. Hola, El Pulpo. ¿Cómo
Hello,
estás?
how are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. Thank you very much for for being here today with us. With you, we'll speak about many topics. Of course, feel free to jump on any topics, but we will specifically speak about the AI hackathon. You are participating in
Yep.
this hackathon, so you will tell us everything you know about this great event with a very interesting UI and very interesting graphic
Yep.
artistic direction. I don't know where if you agree, Juliana, but have you seen the AI Mega Wave graphics?
Yes, I have seen them. That's a really good job, I think. Um, I'm not sure if it was the MultiversX team that did them or it was specifically the. Um,
I, I believe it's them, yeah.
okay, cool. Yeah, they're really
I think
cool.
it is because I don't know if you remember, they made some new profile picture for the
Yep.
Yeah.
whole
Also.
jury, and I have mine too. I will send it when I find it if you give me a second. But yeah, because I posted saying, "Oh, I wish I had this profile picture with this style," and they made one for me. I was so honored. But yeah, I'll try to find it later. But yeah, it's very cool. Let's welcome the third one, two, yeah, third guest of the day, Davey Crypto, Davey EGLD. I don't know how to name him. Hello, Davey. What's up?
Hey guys, all great. Great to be here.
Likewise, always a pleasure. You're like your Arno replacement today, because we always need someone from Hatem to in the show. So today it's you. Together we'll speak about different topics around Atom, USH, and so on. Thank you for being there today. So if you guys agree, we'll start with Julian. And yeah, we'll start by maybe introducing Julian. Can you tell us about you? Who are you? Where you come from? And yeah, how did you discover cryptocurrencies and especially EGLD and MultiversX?
Of course. Um, yeah, I'm from the Republic of Moldova originally, from Chisinau. I moved to Romania when I was 18 to start the university, did the university there, and eventually I wanted to. I was like freelancing in this whole time, doing design stuff, branding, tapping into UX UI. That was the beginning of it, and yeah, when the pandemic came, I had to move back to Moldova. To just stay the lockdown there and spent half a year there. In this meantime, like at the end of, I think it was the end of 2019 when I started to look more into crypto. Um, I started investing in Bitcoin initially, like in summer of 2019, and after that, it just went like a snowball. I just started to explore more projects, and eventually, while I was in Moldova, I discovered Elrond through a YouTube video. Somebody was talking about it, like top 10 most promising projects from that time. So I went to their website and I saw that they're a startup from Sibiu, where I did my university, and that like really resonated with me. And I was like, how did I not notice them before? And I just contacted them. They were looking for a designer back then, and that's how I got in their team. So it was summer of 2020, and that's how I
So
got.
it was summer 2020. Just correct me if I'm wrong. It was the moment where mainnet was launched.
Exactly. I jumped in their team like in August, at the beginning of August, and that's when the mainnet launched. So there was a lot to do, launch the Explorer, or I think redesign the new Explorer, which was Elrond. Yeah.
Did you work on Maillard a bit? Did you work on Elrond at the time? Did you work on the because it was not just a rebranding, it was also a complete change of the artistic direction. So did you work on these different steps? Yeah, and how? Were you alone? Did you have guys under you in your team to work? So yeah, can you tell us a bit the backstage about it?
Sure. Yes, I worked on a lot of projects. They were really at the beginning back then, so they didn't have many things. There was no launchpad back then. The Explorer were just launching the wallet. The web wallet was just releasing. So I did all the UIs for those products. I did the UI for the Maiar, but not the first version. So the first version was already being in the process. There is, I think, still the designer that worked on the Maiar app, and they had the first initial version that they were preparing for the release. But I worked more on some improvements of that, and on the second version, like the Maiar 2.0. Which then turned into Maiar 3.0, and that eventually became Xportal. But yeah, so the Explorer, the web wallet, I think the extension as well, the Maiar Launchpad, the Maiar Exchange. What else was there? I think these were the primary products back then. So yeah.
Did you work on a exchange or not at all?
Yeah, so back when first Maiar Exchange was, I worked on that on the website, on the UI part, on the UX part, and after that I worked on the first version of X Exchange. After the rebranding, we did the first version, which was kind of like a mix between the past version and the next one. Yep. Since the branding was not really put in place, we didn't have like a good foundation back then. But now I really like what is going on, so I'm really proud of the designers that worked on that.
Okay. Frankly, okay, we're not here to say bullshit. Okay. What did you think about the rebranding at the time and now? Mm-hmm. Because I think naming is as important as the branding and the artistic direction and so on. So how did you welcome this new name? this new brand. And today, do you think it was an appropriate choice? Because I think I cannot say I'm talking for the whole community. I don't have this pretension, but I think everybody or most of the community love the artistic direction of MultiversX, colors, assets, all of this. I think I haven't read anything bad about this. So congrats to you and your team for working on this. And the core team, of course, I'm sure they involved in this. It's not the question. But about the rebranding, the community is more nuanced. So what do you think, you as a team member at the moment?
Yeah, so back when I found out that we had to do a rebranding, it was an exciting moment for me because I kind of struggled with the consistency between the products and consistency with the current branding. I was kind of working on some sort of version to bring all of them together under some sort of a cohesive umbrella of a brand. But they had to move to MultiversX, and I found out about the name, about the new direction, the branding and stuff. And yeah, it excited me back then because I really saw a consistency here. The MultiversX as the main umbrella, the X exchange, the X launchpad, the X portal, and so on. Like, it really had a great connection and logic and all that stuff. So I saw a big potential here to work from my part. Regarding the name, the MultiversX, I had some mixed feelings about it because, first of all, it was, speaking personally from my own taste, it was too long to remember and a little bit difficult to remember for most people. And we kind of see this now, where people mispronounce it or say it otherwise, or just shorten it.
Mistype. We remember Cardano CEO writing MultiversX.
Yeah.
It happens often. Yeah.
And I don't know if it was intentional or not, but still, maybe it was a good thing because people sort of remember it from another angle, But yeah, it kind of made sense back then because metaverse was a big narrative, so we kind of wanted to go with it.
It was already, as far as I remember, metaverse was already past narrative for month in November 2022. I think it was 22. But okay, it's interesting. And you know what you say is interesting, because at the time, you're right, MultiversX was supposed to be an umbrella for different core products, okay, with an X in front of their name. So you're right in this regard. It was interesting, definitely. But if you make a comparison with Apple, so you don't have the little I in front of Apple, so the umbrella doesn't really need. But anyway, but what is interesting is now the different core products are looking for the independence. So the umbrella is not really an umbrella anymore. So this meta has changed in the strategy. I think it's a good thing. But then the umbrella has no reason to exist anymore, since every core product must be independent and self-sufficient now. But that's it's interesting. And let's not do any anachronism, because at the time it was supposed to be an umbrella. Maybe Pulpo and Davey, maybe you want to say something about the rebranding, and after we'll go back to Julian about UI and UX.
I think the rebranding is really, really nice. Like you said, the artistic direction and the colors and everything is really well done. Congrats about that. Now about the name, yeah, for sure, it's so stuck to one narrative that has been passed, and now, I mean, it's I think it's a pity to be stuck on this name. And as you said, it's so complicated, and a lot of people outside the community can't even spell it right. So it's sad.
Yeah, and what we can add about the rebranding, but could be an entire part about it. It is all the awareness that we lost. All people were knew Elrond, and we came back to zero for many people in Europe. And so even now, when you speak about MultiversX, like majority of
right.
crypto guys tells you what's this, and when you say it was formerly Elrond, oh, okay, Elrond, okay, it still exists. So yeah, and also we have a different name between the blockchain and the ticker. So even this can be a little difficult for people. Even Polygon changed the Matic ticker to be the same as the blockchain with the new ticker Pol. So yeah, we could speak about rebranding more. Maybe Davey, you want to add anything about this before we continue about UI UX, Davey?
Yeah, no strong opinions. Like I agree on the name being, I don't know, problematic. Like I agree with Pulpo that a lot of people make the correlation with the metaverse, even if it's not the objective, is what is what comes to people mind at first. So like even if
You
it's
know
not
what?
intentional.
I found many articles in Cointelegraph about MultiversX, and I should find it around the rebranding, and it was about metaverse. So now they claim, no, it's not about metaverse, but actually in the press releases, it was about metaverse. Look, this articles, and it was press release. So it was written by the team. So it's something that they cannot say it's not us. So the publication is provided by the client, okay, and it was at the moment of the rebranding, so November 2022, and it was about metaverse. So now they cannot say, no, MultiversX is so much more than metaverse. You don't understand when you claim it's related to metaverse and so on. Even in the official press release, they wanted to surf on metaverse narrative, which in my opinion was already finished at the time. But just to answer some people that would like to defend the rebranding by saying, guys, you don't understand how MultiversX is a smart choice. Anyway, let's go back to you, Julian. I have so many topics I want to speak with you about UI UX. First of all, you, I think, have seen all the different UI UX on different ecosystem. Okay, so which one or which ones are very good to you? Are inspiration, examples, and which ones are, in your opinion, very bad? So let's stay in the blockchain industry, if you agree. So, and where do you, it will not be objective, of course, because you worked on it, but let's try to be objective. Where do you rank MultiversX in terms of UI UX of the different product you worked on compared to the competitors in the Web3 and blockchain industry?
Okay, I'll be fair here. I didn't explore that many blockchains and projects because when I tapped into this ecosystem in this like industry, I was just so focused on the on MultiversX, on Elrond, and all those parts. I just didn't have enough time to play around with many tools and projects. But seeing what is happening right now, I think it's like a 10x improvement than what it was 4 years ago or 5 years ago. Like it's rapidly changing and rapidly advancing. And what I like, let's say, from what I've played around with, I liked some projects on Solana. I can't remember like the exact names, but the visual style of it and the user friendliness is pretty nice. I think on AVAX as well, I saw some things. Polygon, Polymarket is a great example, like from some recent things that I remember. There's a time fun thing recently launched on Solana, which like you exchange your time to people can buy or sell your time to talk with you and get your expertise. So that's a good I think utility. But yeah, my point is that the bigger an ecosystem is, the higher the chance that the products will look and feel better to use. Not to say that they are like inherently useful, because we know that 99% of the current projects are just they don't serve anyone. But from the usability point of view and the interface point of view, I think they're pretty good. And to rank MultiversX, I can't really do that because I would be biased. I would still rank MultiversX with their core products as the first one from everything I've worked on so far and played around with. So I can't really be too objective here, you know.
I understand. Of course, it was a tough question. You know what? I just thought that we did not define UI and UX, and you know what? I'm sure most people don't exactly know what is UI, UX, but the difference between both. So can you please, define what is UI, what is UX for the audience, please?
Sure. So UI is what you see on your screen, and UX is what your journey, like how you go through a certain product from the beginning to end, like how smooth and how fast you reach what you want to do with it, let's say. So why did these two terms come together is because one can't like live without another. There can be a good user experience, but without a good interface, it will still not succeed, my opinion. And the same goes the other way. Like without a good user experience, there's no point in having all this fluffy and popping interface. There's no reason to do that because you still have to balance these two out. So yeah,
And is it always a battle between them because part of the team wants the website or the product to be beautiful, and the other part wants that the product and the website offers the perfect experience for the user and the visitor? So is there sometimes conflict between both?
I would not say there's a conflict. There's more of a
Consensus.
finding out the real problem with the person that's asking, because for example, you may want a beautiful website, but that's not actually what you want. You want, let's say, more visitors or more clients. That's your actual goal, and the beautiful website is just a surface level of what you think you need, and it depends on the client and context. But some people need a better user experience because their website, how it looks, is not the issue. It's the issue like how users interact with it and see it. So I would not say that there's a conflict between UI and UX. There's more, you have to work with the person that's asking to uncover what's the real blockage here, what's the real issue, and how can we solve it through UX and UI.
Okay, thank you very much. Of course, guys, from the audience and Pulpo and Devi, if you have any question, feel free to just say up in the private chat so I can give you the mic. Were there any? What was the biggest challenge when you work with Multiverse, Elrond and after MultiversX? What was the biggest challenge, the biggest I don't know, obstacle that you need to do? Was maybe the transition between past and future? Was it about the role and the weight of the community? Was it the management inside the team? Was it I don't know, what was the biggest challenge in your opinion?
There were multiple challenges at different points in time, but I think I can distinctly say that there were two biggest ones. First one was about the scalability, or let's say I was the solo designer in the team, so I was handling the visuals, the social media part, the branding part, the presentations for sales, the public, the outdoor publicity with all the print stuff
Just
and stuff. Yeah.
So, sorry to interrupt, but so everyone understands. So you were making the visuals, the Figma thing, the whole I don't know how to say, but you were producing things, and you were supposed to think also. So you were alone to do all of this. You did not have any graphic designers in your team to help, to support, to maybe do tasks that you didn't have to do on your side.
No, I
It's
didn't have.
huge. It's really huge. Sorry, really, but it's really huge to consider that the whole UI UX of MultiversX, okay, a layer one, capitalized at plus $1 billion at the time. It's a little bit less today, but anyway. And you were alone to work on all these things. What a massive work! Yeah, you've done. Really, congrats for this. And wow, it's pretty much how to say, weird that they did not even hire a student to help you. So what was the problem? I've worked in startups, and we have graphic designers team, and we have the lead. Okay, you're supposed to be the lead, for example, but I don't know, we hire students. It's not expensive to help. So why do you think that they didn't want to bring some support?
It's not that they didn't want to do it. It's that I didn't ask them to do it.
So it's because of you.
I worked like that for 2 years. I was managing all the UI UX, the graphics, the social media, the videos, motion design, publicity, outdoor marketing stuff, sales presentations, and so on, without asking, because I just didn't know how. Is that simple? it was my first time working in such an environment. I didn't have that much experience working in companies in general because I was just a freelancer my whole life. I worked at, yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 27 now.
Okay, so you were young.
Yeah, when I joined them, I just turned 22. So
And
yeah.
you did all of the, I don't know, guys, Pulpo, Davey, I don't know if you feel the same as me, but wow, I'm just I'm really, really, really surprised to listen to what you
Yeah,
say.
it's crazy.
Really, you know what I feel is admiration, because really the job, the result is, you know what, I can be critical to multiverses sometimes, people knows, but there's one thing that I never really criticized before. It's the UI and the UX, and I think nobody did before. So it's all because of you, and you were alone, and you were 22, 23, 24. So really congratulations for this, and it's a big experience on your resume for the next steps of your journey. So yeah, congrats. Sorry to interrupt, but really I feel this way.
No problem. Thank you very much. Yeah, I just didn't have any experience, so I didn't know that I have to ask for this kind of help. It was just things were adding up, and I was just eating it, and like working on it, because I felt really, strong part of the team, I guess. So like I felt like I'm doing an impact like that. So whenever I did a video announcing, let's say, a new product or a new thing that is coming up, and I saw like hundreds of thousands of people watching it and liking it and being so excited, like I felt that with them. I felt like I'm moving the needle here, And the same goes with the product launch that I've designed, or some, I don't know, visuals announcements with the I don't remember, Revolut and all that stuff that we've announced back then. So yeah, it was exciting times, and it was hard. I was like burning out every 2 months, but it was fun.
I hope
Yeah.
you were well paid.
Yeah, I'm not not complaining, but yeah.
Okay, thank you very much for this testimony. Let's speak about XNO, if you agree. People knows I'm not a big fan of Mihai, but there's one thing that is clear, and I tweeted about it at the time. The former UI and UX of XNO was, in my opinion, very bad. Okay, really, I did not use it because of it, especially, and because also I liked Frame It at the time, because for me the UI and the UX was better. But a few months ago they redid the whole UI UX of the marketplace, and it's more than the marketplace now, than an NFT marketplace, because there is DeFi, it's a mobile app. Well, it's a very new product, and also there too we can feel your touch, and the result is really, really, really cool. So you posted like an article explaining how was their XNO product journey. So I invite everyone here to jump on this article after the show, because now you need to stay with us. But after the show, you can read the whole, I don't know how to call it, but
It's a case study.
Okay, a case study. You know what? I will put the link of the case study in the comment, so everyone have it. And you explain in this what was the challenge, what was the mission, what was the result. So can you I don't know, summarize how did you work for MultiversX and XNO at the same time, or was it two separate missions? I mean, did you finish MultiversX before you started XNO? That's my question. And after, so how did you work? Did you have to rethink everything? How to pass from a website to a mobile app. So yeah, tell us a bit how it happened.
Okay, so I'll try to take it in order. I'll start with how I started working with Mihai. It was in summer 2023, I think. So for a couple months, I guess, I was using his trust staking or Xoxno. I don't remember if it was trust market or Xoxno.
Yes,
but,
it was the staking provider was a trust market. Trust staking, I think. Well,
trust
anyway.
staking, they had trust market, and then they rebranded to Xoxno at one point.
Yes.
Yeah, but
and now it's Bober. Now they have Bober. They rebranded into Bober for some nodes. Or anyway, okay. So you were using it as a staking provider, okay?
Yeah, but I used their previous platform for NFTs and stuff because it was the most accessible to me. And to be fair, I didn't like it, like how it looks and how it just how it feels. So I decided to just message him and ask if he wants to work on it or like do something about it. And he was open to it, but he had a more important step to bring, which was the mobile app. He was working at the mobile app back then, and he showed it to me. I came with some suggestions. He liked them, and we kind of started collaborating from that. So first, we've worked on the mobile app. We've redesigned it completely from what it was. And then we tried to take that and apply it to the web platform. So basically, we kind of went back and forth with the app, with the platform, and so on until we have what we have now. And in the meantime, the mobile app just split into two separate categories because it was just it was too much for a single app, too many different target audiences. So we wanted to split it into a ticketing app, a wallet, and maybe an explorer or something. And the wallet explorer became a single app. So they're still a work in progress. It's more of a development thing there. But yeah, that's kind of the journey. I'll answer the question if I've worked at Xoxno after MultiversX or in the meantime. So while being at MultiversX, I founded Onetap Design because I just felt like I can do more for the ecosystem. At that time, there were a lot of projects coming up, startups, different, they were just popping. So I liked that the ecosystem is growing. What I didn't like is the way the apps look and feel. Like they were awful. Like I didn't like most of them. I can't really remember a single dApp that I've liked. Maybe when Ash Swap came and things like that, I started liking what I see. But back then it was like amateurish stuff. So I felt like there's an untapped potential here, which I can help with. So I founded Onetap Design to reach out to these projects and work with them and start improving them, like help them grow somehow. And that's how I started working with Mihai as well. I have a team on Onetap as well that has been working on those projects, and I was mostly as a creative director and just overviewing all this stuff. And
Okay.
yeah, I forgot the third question.
No, how to pass from a website to a mobile app?
Yeah. Yeah, so we redesigned the app. We applied it to the website.
Okay,
Then
so it was from the mobile app to the
yes,
website.
yes, because they kind of had the website going. They wanted to finish the mobile app, which then they with which they won the X Launchpad, or the hackathon, actually, the X Day hackathon, and then the Launchpad. So I'm proud of that. And yeah, that's basically it. Right now we're just working more on the DeFi part, and I just want to see it live soon.
Okay, thank you very much for this. I have two last questions for you, if it's okay for you. First, in a recent post where you introduced yourself to the community, you spoke about your journey, like you did with us this morning. Thank you again. And yeah, you wrote, eventually I felt like I hit a ceiling at MultiversX and was looking for autonomy and freedom. So I quit my job to focus full-time on Onetap. On another thing, I saw that you started to work or to explore Sui ecosystem with Bidly, which we absolutely like in the show, with Petro. I think it's his name anyway.
Yeah.
So can you maybe tell us about the ceiling at MultiversX? How and why did you feel this feeling? And why did you decide to explore Sui ecosystem? Why another one? What's is special in this one? Maybe to mention before that there were an event in Romania with Sui. So actually, we can see that Sui is interested in Romania, or Romania is interested in Sui. So let's we'll see. So yeah, I'll let you answer to my two questions. So the ceiling and Sui ecosystem as a new horizons for you, maybe.
Yeah. So regarding the ceiling, I would a better word would be plateau. So this was the second biggest challenge for me at MultiversX. And it's mostly a personal feeling and a personal choice or issue, because I feel like, looking back right now, I feel like I just was somehow detached. I didn't feel the same impact as I did before, like at the beginning of my journey at Elrond. The company grew, everything got bigger, the team, the people, there got multiple layers along the way, and I got my own team. I was managing my own team, but it kind of felt like I just wasn't doing enough impact, like with my decisions or with my things. We were just executing tasks at that point. And there were multiple people that were taking decisions if what we did is good or not, or if my proposal would go through, and we will we will build this thing. So I felt more in my own chamber there with my team, and that's not what I really wanted. Also, the fact that I didn't like, why did I want autonomy and freedom is because I feel like I'm unemployable at this point. Like I don't think I will ever work again with being an employer and employer. Yeah,
An employee.
Yeah. I just like doing what I want and how I want it, and work with people that I want, and making my own decisions. So this is more of a personal thing that I
I
decided.
understand.
So
I understand this.
just because I was managing the team there and the team at Onetap, I felt like I have to choose between these two. Either I'll close Onetap and I'll just focus on being an employee and working my way through a career ladder, but I just didn't see what's the next step here. What can I do more? So I decided,
After you,
Yeah.
we can understand after working with the core foundation and the maybe biggest product, XNO is we can with Atom. But yeah, XNO is huge. So after that, yeah, you could have worked with Atom in terms of challenge, but that's it. There's nothing bigger on the ecosystem. So I understand the ceiling part. So what about the SWE now? Before we end this interview,
we are partners with Bidly for a long time now, and we just decided to tap into a new market to see how we can help them. I'm still new in this ecosystem. I don't know that much about it, but I like what I see. Like I like the way people talk about it, what people build there. Also, I'll add up to my previous point there about the blockchains and the projects that are building. The SUI project as well is going in that list, and the Monad, which is an upcoming blockchain, I would say. So yeah, this is just a partnership. Yeah.
Just what do you like in concrete terms? When you say I like what I see, what's specifically? Can you maybe give us some example? What the community, the existing product, the relation with the foundations? I don't know. What do you like, and that makes you?
I don't have
want
any
to
relations with the
involve?
foundation. All the relations that I have with this blockchain is just through this partnership. But I like the community. I like just the way people describe their experience about it. I'm still, like I said, I'm still new into it. I'm just looking forward to try new products on this blockchain, and I'll maybe do a post about it. And like let's say the website is great, the branding is great about it from the design point of view.
Okay, very interesting. Pulpo, David, do you want to add anything or to ask anything before we close? Yeah, David, let's go.
Yeah, so firstly, like, congrats on what you're doing. Like, I really like your work. And so I'm curious on how do you see the user experience in crypto? And so it wasn't asked about. So what do you think could be improved in MultiversX and in general in crypto? So from a UX perspective, so something that you think that still needs a lot of improvement, and maybe even how to solve that if you have some ideas.
Yeah. The way that I see right now UI UX, the user experience with Web3 products, with blockchain and all these products, is that it's like the early 2000s with most of the websites back then. It's still early, I would say. People are still figuring out what works and what doesn't, and not saying about MultiversX because it will apply in general. It applies for any type of blockchain, but we have to abstract more. And by abstracting, I mean getting the users the Web2 experience that they are so familiar with. Because the Web3 is really new. I see a lot of projects. I see a lot of startups and products, but they feel and look like they are made by developers for developers. It's like a more of an infrastructure building here than actual end user. So if I for example go on a random product right now, I won't understand it at first, and the learning curve will be really steep, because the way that it's designed, the way that it's built for people that already understand these things. And I think this is the main blocker here for the mainstream adoption. A smooth one tap, one click user experience for people. This is one, and this has to go along with actual utility and actual like problem solving. Not building solutions for unexisting problems, but actually finding out real life problems and building on top of it. So yeah, what we need now is just abstracting things. Don't use terms like gas or I don't know, NFTs. Use digital items. Use collectibles. Use just fee. People understand what's a fee, but people don't understand what's gas. Let's say most of the people. Like we understand these terms because we are more technical, and I would exclude myself from here because I'm not too technical. That's why I see these things from this perspective. Like, how would I want to interact with this app or with this product really smoothly?
Yeah, we need to hide. We need to hide the complexity
exactly.
of blockchain, all the wording, especially. Okay, thank you very much. I agree with you, and I think Davey too. Thank you very much, Julian. It was a real pleasure to have this discussion with you. It was very interesting to know better who was behind the UI and UX of MultiversX and Next No. We wish you all the best for the rest of your journey. Maybe we'll see you on MultiversX again someday. We'll see. And take care of yourself, and thank you very much again for coming on GM Web3 this morning.
Thank you very much for having me. It was a lot of fun.
Likewise. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.